You've probably seen them, right? Those headlines, maybe posts flying around promising just unbelievable crypto
Oh,
returns.
yeah. Double your money, like overnight.
Exactly. It grabs your attention for sure. But today we're diving into something a bit darker behind that hype.
Crypto doubling scams.
Specifically how they're really booming on platforms like Telegram.
Right. And that initial hope, that idea of easy money, it's a powerful lure. We're actually digging into an article by Dr. Poyan Gamari, a Swiss economist.
He really shines a light on how these scams work and frankly why they're so darn effective.
So our mission today, really, is to give you the lowdown.
Yeah, we want you to understand the mechanics, the real dangers, and crucially, those red flags, how to spot them.
Keep your crypto safe.
Definitely.
And it's interesting why Telegram, isn't it? Dr. Gamari points this out. It's become a huge hub for the crypto community,
Makes sense. It's got encrypted messaging, these massive groups you can join.
which is great for community building, but it also means information. And disinformation spreads like wildfire.
Exactly. You get these big groups popping up, promising, the inside track, the next big thing.
But like Dr. Gamari highlights, those same features, easy group creation, fast sharing, they make it a prime territory for scammers too.
It's like a crowded market, isn't it? Hard to tell the legit sellers from the con artists.
Precisely. And there's maybe less stringent oversight compared to, say, your bank. So these scams can just pop up more easily.
And underneath it all.
It's psychology, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dr. Gamari really emphasizes this. The basic human desire for quick financial wins. Tapping into hope, maybe a little greed.
A willingness to believe something that sounds maybe a bit too good.
Yeah, that's the hook.
Okay, so we get the appeal, we see why Telegram, but how do these things actually, unfold? What's the typical scam look like based on Dr. Gamari's work?
Well, it often starts pretty innocently. An
Yeah.
invitation?
Right, nothing too alarming at first glance.
Not necessarily. Dr. Gamari describes how these invites to Telegram groups can come through different channels. Maybe a direct message.
Could be from someone you know if their account got hacked.
Exactly. Or maybe an online ad, looking all professional. Sometimes they even have people pretending to be crypto gurus.
Wow. They really cast a wide net, huh? Just trying to catch anyone interested in crypto.
And Dr. Gamari mentions the effort they put into the facade. It's quite something.
Like what?
Hiring actors, building fake profiles, making people look like successful traders. It's all about creating that first layer of trust.
It feels like they're playing on our instincts, trying to get us to lower our guard.
It's definitely a kind of social engineering. Very calculated,
Yeah.
designed to bypass your natural skepticism before they hit you with the main pitch.
Okay, so you're in the group now, maybe just looking around at first. Then comes the pitch.
And this is where, according to Dr. Gamari, the promises get wild.
Like doubling your Bitcoin, your Ether.
Whatever crypto's hot at the moment. And they claim it'll happen in, like, hours or maybe a day.
It just screams too good to be true, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
Mm.
And that gut feeling, that's crucial. You really need to listen to that.
Because legitimate investments, especially in crypto,
Yeah.
they just don't come with those kinds of guarantees.
Rarely, if ever. Dr. Gari notes they often throw in complicated-sounding jargon.
To sound smart.
Yeah, to create an air of expertise. But strip it away, and the core idea is dead simple. Send crypto, get double back. Magically.
It's that weird mix, isn't it? Like complex talk, super simple scam.
Mm-hmm. And Dr. Gamari emphasizes the pressure tactics, constantly saying how easy it is.
Showing off fake testimonials.
Right. Playing hard on that FOMO, that fear of missing out.
Making you feel like everyone else is getting rich right now.
Exactly. That urgency is key. They want to rush you, stop you from thinking it through, doing your own research.
You want that impulsive click, driven by the dream of fast cash.
Precisely.
So, okay, the crazy promises are out there, the pressure's on, you see these testimonials. Then what? The transfer.
Yep. Dr. Gamori explains they'll give you a crypto wallet address. Send your funds here, they say.
And once you do.
They'll tell you, great, it's processing, your doubled funds are coming soon. Reassurance.
But they might not stop there.
No, Dr. Gamari notes a really nasty bit here. They might actually push you to send more.
Seriously.
Bigger investment, bigger supposed returns, maybe some fake bonuses offer. They just want to get as much as possible before they vanish.
They might even get you to bring your friends in, like a pyramid scheme.
And some do, yeah. Referral bonuses. It spreads the net wider, unfortunately.
Huh. So you've sent the crypto. What happens next? Does the communication just stop?
Often, yes. The vanishing act Dr. Gamari describes, but interestingly, he points out something else that can happen first.
What's that?
Some victims might actually get a tiny bit back initially, a small return.
No way. Why would they do that?
It's clever, in a horrible way. Dr. Gamari highlights this. It builds trust, creates false hope.
Ah, so you get a little bit back and you think, oh, wow, maybe this is real.
Exactly. Makes you much more willing to send a larger amount the next time. It's a classic con tactic.
Okay, but then when you're expecting the big payout, the doubled amount.
That's when the excuses start.
Sure.
Delays. Problems. Dr. Jamari mentions they invent fees.
Fees. Like what kind of fees?
Oh, network fees, trading fees, maybe a withdrawal fee or an unlocking fee, all totally made up.
And you have to pay these extra fees to get your money.
That's the claim. They try to squeeze more out of you. They've got your first chunk. Now they want more before they disappear for good.
And even if you pay these fake fees.
It makes no difference. As Dr. Damari warns, they'll almost certainly just vanish anyway.
Yeah.
Take everything.
Leaving you with nothing. That's just brutal.
It's devastating for victims.
And Dr. Kamari points out, even though these scams seem so obvious when you look back, people still fall for them. Why? What makes people vulnerable?
Well, several things. Dr. Gamari emphasizes a big one, is just a lack of deep understanding about crypto itself.
So people jump in because of the hype, but don't really get the tech, the risks.
Exactly. They don't know the volatility or the usual red flags for scams in this space. That knowledge gap makes them targets. And crucially, crypto transactions are usually irreversible.
Right. Can you quickly explain why that matters so much here?
Sure. Because they're on a decentralized ledger, the blockchain, you can't just call up a central bank and say, reverse that transaction. Once it's sent, it's generally gone. Makes recovery incredibly hard.
Okay, that makes sense. What else?
Then there's the huge factor of psychological manipulation we talked about.
The desire for quick wealth, the FOMO.
Absolutely. Scammers are experts at playing on those emotions. Dr. Gamari really underscores how effective that is. I mean, who hasn't felt that online, seeing others supposedly make it big?
True. And those fake testimonials you mentioned.
Fake social proof, it's incredibly powerful. Dr. Gamari highlights the fake success stories, the actors playing traders.
If it looks like everyone else is winning.
It makes the unbelievable seem believable. It lowers your defenses.
And you mentioned the nature of crypto transfers themselves, the irreversibility.
And the anonymity. Dr. Gamari reminds us, you're often sending funds to an anonymous wallet. Good luck tracing that.
So once it's sent, it's basically gone, and finding the scammer is tough.
Very tough for law enforcement. That combo, anonymity, irreversibility, plus a sort of still evolving regulatory scene for crypto, it just creates fertile ground for fraud.
Easier to get away with it than traditional bank fraud, maybe.
In some ways, yes. Finally, Dr. Gamari circles back to those pressure tactics.
The urgency. Act now or miss out.
Exactly. Pushing for that immediate decision, stopping you from doing your homework, thinking critically, that's when you're most likely to fall for it.
They want to bypass your rational brain.
Totally. They create that sense of scarcity, that limited time offer feel, precisely for that reason.
So the takeaway for listeners, really, based on Dr. Gamari's analysis, is just be incredibly skeptical.
Yes. Approach any crypto deal promising guaranteed, fast, super high returns with extreme caution. Do your own research independently.
And trust your gut if it feels too good to be true.
It almost certainly is. That's a huge red flag. Never ignore it.
Okay. So we've looked pretty closely at how these crypto doubling scams on Telegram work, why that platform's a hotspot, and the pretty clever psychological tricks involved.
The core message from Dr. Gamari seems clear. Be vigilant. Be skeptical. Those are your best defenses in the crypto world.
Absolutely. It's a fascinating, sometimes risky space.
Definitely. And, think about the psychology here. The way they build fake trust, create urgency, play on our hopes and fears. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Wonder what?
Well, these tactics are pretty sophisticated.
Yeah.
Where else online, beyond crypto, might similar kinds of manipulation be happening? What other areas are vulnerable?
It's actually a really interesting thought to leave people with, something to chew on.